Alcohol vending machines should be legalized because first, they are safe. According to the article, PA's wine vending machine experience at the end, the customer must swipe an ID, blow into the alcohol sensor, and look into the surveillance camera that is remotely monitored by a state employee in Harrisburg who approves the sale after verifying the buyer isn't drunk and matches the photo ID. This can be a safer way to sell alcohol because the machine requires the purchaser to blow into the machine, which will show if that person has been drinking, which in my opinion is a very good feature. When you sell alcohol over the counter, it can be really hard to determine if the person has already been drinking because it's an easy thing to hide, which results in employees selling people who are already drunk alcohol. This is something that will result in people getting pulled over for DUI, which causes states more money for police patrol. I think the machines can also be more convenient for customers because it makes the transaction so much quicker. Everyone wants to get in and get out of the store. Nobody likes waiting in line and having to wait for the removal of the security off the bottle of alcohol. Therefore, a vending machine would result in speedy transactions, which would result in more traffic of customers for a store. Overall, my opinion is that alcohol should not be sold at all, but it is, and that's never going to stop. And having vending machines is not going to change anything negatively at all. All it will do is boost sales and allows companies to monitor who they're selling the alcohol to better. I don't think these machines will allow more minors to be able to purchase alcohol because the machines are safe and require ID, breath tests, and to be approved by someone operating the machine. Therefore, I don't see a negative change happening. Marijuana vending machines should not be legalized because I feel like this is a substance that has a lot of negativity around it, which could result in causing companies' images to be tainted. It wasn't too long ago that we considered marijuana a drug, and a lot of people still believe it is. Therefore, stores got vending machines, then families who still consider it a drug won't want to shop there, which will result in a decrease of sales for the company. In my opinion, marijuana should only be sold in dispensaries because then people who aren't comfortable with it don't have to come in contact with it. I also know a lot of people who consume marijuana, and a lot of them say they like to smell and see it before the purchase is made because that allows them to tell the quality of what they're purchasing. You can't tell the quality getting it from a vending machine, which is another reason why I don't believe marijuana and vending machines would be a success. I also feel like having vending machines in stores would affect children because some parents like to protect their children until they're old enough to understand. I am one of those parents, and I would not like to be walking through a grocery store and my 4-year-old asks if she could get something out the vending machine, and I have to explain to her that it's bad and what it is. And I'm sure a lot of other parents feel that way. Making it so marijuana is only sold in dispensaries keeps the product away from people who want nothing to do with it. I used to feel the same way when it came to alcohol, and I thought it should only be sold in liquor stores, but now we have no choice, and people are still upset at that till this day. I came around to accept alcohol being sold in stores, but marijuana is something I could not accept. Cigarette vending machines should be legalized because no matter what store you go to, they sell cigarettes. This is a huge industry that is not going anywhere because our government makes way too much money off of them. I hate cigarettes and the fact that millions of people die from smoking them every day, but I know the industry is not going anywhere. Therefore, having vending machines would make a lot more convenient for customers to purchase them, which would boost sales and help companies attract more customers to their business. For example, my grandmother goes to the casino just because they sell cigarettes in a vending machine. They tend to be a lot cheaper buying them through the vending machine. This brings in more customers to the casino, but I do think that if companies are going to sell them out of vending machines, they need to make sure that they are like the alcohol ones where they can be monitored who is buying the machine. I think by doing this, it will protect the cigarette companies as well from selling to minors. As it states in the article, FDA toughens rules on tobacco sales to kids. We can do so many things to try and keep cigarette companies from reaching kids, but they still find a way. No matter what we do, as long as cigarettes are being sold, minors will have access to them. Therefore, it's the parents' job to educate their children on the negative of cigarettes, not the companies. I know that sounds selfish, but it's a business, and machines could increase sales for them. Therefore, if we don't want our children smoking, then we need to set an example and let them know the negatives of smoking.